figured I would start early, uh, just on the off chance. So it is a minute, or I am starting a minute early. I'll figure out a way to make it so the timer out. So hello to Saban, glad you made it. Hello Susan and Colette, Lynn, hello. Let's see, yes. So yeah, it's another Wednesday. I've got my bell. Yeah, it's the middle of the week, and I'm just really getting used to getting things back in order. So let's see. I did not turn my phone off. Oh, hello, Brian. And then I'll offer a reminder for folks that if you haven't, I think everybody here is on the mailing list, but if you haven't signed up for the mailing list, you can email me at andrew.leonards@gmail.com. Hello, Anna. And that will get you so that I'll add you to the mailing list. I'm in the process of trying to move over to the platform that the folks at the Cuke Archive, David Chadwick, uses. Hopefully that's a good choice. We'll see. Bonjour, Paul. Yeah, so I'm ending my work day, and I actually don't really have a theme. Oh, hello, Malcolm. Welcome. And so I don't have a theme, but kind of work through something for the most part. But so if you're new, okay. So you didn't get the reminder. All right. Let me check on that, Esquin. There's a possibility that it got lost in my in my inbox. So that's a possibility. But yeah, so just like September has been kind of a crazy month. October is a little bit less crazy, but still kind of crazy. Really just kind of trying to get the hatches battened down, I guess, because it's about to get welcome, Catherine. Hopefully, yeah, it should be Catherine, right? Hopefully, I got that right. And so I'm kind of bracing for November and December. So yeah, and then for everybody else, the time change, the daylight change is kind of like an annoyance, but for everybody in Arizona, it's like especially an annoyance because you stay the same, but everyone else sort of changes. So it's this real kind of goofy experience. So I'll have to figure that out because this time is going to conflict with the Zen group that I sit with once a month. So it's definitely kind of a bizarre thing to experience. Wow, no big deal. Ruthless Crab, we started a little bit early. Hello, Deb. Glad you could make it, Deb B. But yeah, so I think that's it. I'm going to try tonight to allow some real longer breaks in the sit. So that's great, Paul. I should see if Jeff can fill in for me. That would be fantastic. I think the middle of the week is actually probably not super great for the Warren family, but yeah, that would be that would be amazing. So all right. So as a reminder that I always appreciate, Jeff Groves was the first one who pointed out to me that my phone makes the noise if the cellular's on. So I switch it into airplane mode and that goes away. Yeah. If you have any questions, comments, reports, you can always put those in chat after the sit's over. We'll sit for 25 minutes. If you have your own practice, you're more than welcome to do that and just allow me to be in the background. Same rules apply from a do nothing project perspective. Don't forget to like if you like the sit. That's helpful, especially given the like when we have 13 viewers and 6 likes. It's like super. It's like a super good ratio. So, but yeah, and then you can always put those in the chat. Cool. Here we go. Really kind of settling in as we start our sit. The foundation for really any sit, or at least the way I'm going to offer guidance, is really starting with the posture. So you could be in one of the 4 postures. So it could be walking, it could be standing, it could be lying down, it could be seated. And you could be seated in a chair like I am, or you could be seated on the floor in a combination of either Burmese or half lotus or full lotus or something that's comfortable. And the big thing for seated posture is the stability and the potential for stillness. We don't have to be super still, or we don't have to be like stone statue still, but we can lean into the comment of that body or mind follows body. So if we can have some stillness in the body, we can potentially start to see some stillness in the mind. And we can summarize that as upright without being uptight. Checking in to see if you have any tension. So maybe tension in the shoulders, the jaw, the neck, around the eyes. And we're not sort of chasing away the tension with a broom, telling it to get out of here. We're just noticing if it's there. Just sort of seeing what's here now, like what's already present. With a slight bit of reverence towards what's present. A few deliberate breaths. Slow and low is our tempo we're aiming for. Breathing in slow through the nose allows us to breathe low into the belly. Breathing low in the belly allows us to extend and accentuate the exhale. So we can see this sort of bare awareness that's available to us. We're sitting and knowing that we're sitting. and just kind of settling in a little bit more and sort of seeing what would be the most helpful right now. So in one direction, we could use a home base. If you feel that would support you. And another option might be if you are at the end of your day, just seeing if there's any rest available. So rest could come in, well, rest can come in a lot of ways, but let's just highlight 3 kinds of rest. So we could have rest in the body, the physical body. Or we could have rest then that we don't have any emotional sensations in the body. And then we could have rest in that there's silence or no sounds around you. Or there's silence when I stop talking. Or as you sit, there's no mental chatter. And if your eyes are open, you could have sort of a rest in that there's no visual stimulus moving around. And then the flip side, of course, could be that there's rest in that there's no mental images. And if that sounds like way too much, then you can always decide to dip back into kind of no technique or go back to that bare awareness, just sitting and knowing that you're sitting. So before I let you explore on your own, so you could work with a home base, work with rest, all 3 categories, or just kind of choose one of those categories. Or it can be like, peace out, I'm just going to sit. So you choose, and I'll check in with you in a bit. So, just as we checked in with what's here at the start of our sit together, just sampling a bit. What's here now? And if you sense a bit of frustration, maybe frustration with home base or with having to come back over and over, just seeing if you can let go of that and resume the technique. It's easily said, but much more difficult. So keep going. All right. So now just see if you can let that go. whatever technique you had, just kind of imagine you're putting it on the mental shelf and just rest. Let go of doing any technique whatsoever. Thank you, Saban. See you next week. May any merit that was generated while we all sat together, real time or in the future, go to benefit all beings. Thank you for sitting with all of us. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for your interest in Wednesday Sits. Sorry, Lynn, that you've got beeping going on. That's unfortunate. And then I know, Ruth, you'll potentially have to duck to go to your Spanish class. So I don't know. Hasta mañana probably isn't the right response to that, but that's all I can come up with after 3 semesters of Spanish in college. So Jeff will be back. Oh, that's excellent, Catherine. You're incredibly welcome, Paul. Thank you. And thank you for the plug in the Do Nothing Project on Sunday. So Jeff will be back on Sunday. Switch to Thursdays. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know what's planned for that, but and I think, gosh, I've fallen behind on Jeff's schedule. Yeah, so he said he's going to be there this week, but maybe he'll do it from Boone. Yeah, you're very. Thank you, Susan, and then you're very welcome, Colette, Malcolm. Yes, it's great to have you. You're incredibly welcome to Anna. So yeah, if you haven't, subscribe is definitely one of the ways. So if I've managed to forget to send out a reminder email, that's one way you'll see the live stream and it's added. And then I gave that. I think I recognize everyone's names from the mailing list. So, but if you haven't, you can go ahead and send an email to that email as well. Trying to think. Anyway, Jeff's going to be in Boone this weekend. So that's the Art of Living Center that I think is an ashram. I have yet to be there. I know some of the Do Nothing Project folks were there last year. But yeah, so I think everything's okay for the weekend, but we'll see. I don't know. But someone will be there to guide on Sunday, be it me or Aaron or Jeff. So yeah, that's the plan. Have an excellent week. October is deceptively stressful, so hopefully you're able to get some nice restorative periods throughout the day. And, have a great rest of your day, or have a great Thursday if you're in Australia.